everybody, today we're going to make Salsa Verde halibut over garlic butter noodles with green beans. Here's all the supplies that you need. Okay, first I'm going to boil my pasta. I use Jovial, I'm gluten-free, and I think this pasta tastes by far the best. So get your water going first, and then we'll move on to the next step, which is preheating your oven. You're going to heat your oven to 400 and you're going to end up cooking your fish for 12 to 14 minutes. It will be done when it's at 145 degrees. So I had frozen fish, so I thawed it under cold running water. We're going to take it all out of the packaging here and then give your fish a rinse. And after you rinse it, take some paper towels and pat it dry. After you've patted your fish, place it on a parchment paper lined baking sheet. I had a little problem with my editing here. So there's your fish on your baking sheet, and then you're going to take your olive oil and put a nice drizzle over each fillet. And you can give it a good coating because you want your next step of the salt and pepper to stick to your fish. And I use coarse sea salt. Oh, wrong. I use fine sea salt. You could use coarse too. I was thinking that would be really good on this fish, but I didn't have any. So fine sea salt and a little bit of pepper, and then your fish is ready. Okay, now at this point my water's boiling. You can go ahead and put the pasta in there and just cook it according to your box directions. That's too easy. Okay. I used penne. You could use anything. I think the bow tie pasta would be pretty cute with this. You gotta give it a little stir. You don't want it to stick together. Okay, and now my oven is preheated, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the fish in the oven. Just put it on the center rack. Like I said, cook it for 12 to 14 minutes. Cool, now my pasta's done, so I'm gonna go ahead and strain the pasta and have my little helper, Carabelle, down there. She was watching me cook this entire dinner, hoping for a spare pasta or a green bean. Okay, so then put your pasta portioned out into your bowls, however many people you're serving. And then I put about a tablespoon of butter in each bowl, maybe a little bit less. And just take your pasta and cover that little lump of butter, and it's going to help it melt, okay? Okay, now my fish is done. And if you have a meat thermometer, use it to check your fillets. So like I said before, fish is cooked at 145 degrees. If you don't have a meat thermometer like I do, you could just flake it open with your fork and make sure it's cooked. But generally 12 to 14 minutes and they should be perfect. Okay, now I'm just stirring the butter in to make sure all my noodles are coated. And then if you have a fish spatula, go ahead and use that. Any spatula will do. Place your halibut on top of your pasta. And then I wanted to make garlic buttery noodles, so I'm going to add a little bit of minced garlic to this. And, you know, quick and easy, just get the jar of it. I mean, fresh is always awesome, but this is just fine, just as good. Okay, and then after that, you're going to want to put your vegetable in. So I used green beans tonight. You could use asparagus, I think would be like really good with this, give it a nice crunch. You could do carrots, really whatever you want. And Carabelle down there loves green beans, and I forgot to give her one. Okay, and then I got this pre-made salsa verde. You can make it yourself, and parsley and green tomatoes and all that stuff. But again, quick and easy. This tasted awesome. I'd never had it before. My whole family loved it. My daughter was like, "Mom, you slayed that meal," and I was like, "Oh, kids say slay nowadays. That's cool." So she loved it. Stick a lemon wedge on there, and then enjoy. Look at how pretty. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.